Hello, Scorpios. What is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career, I pull a spread on your love life, and I close it out with spirit guide messages. Now, with all that said, the truth of who you are is breaking through every lie and projection that was ever placed on you, and Spirit wants you to know that no amount of negativity can dim what was divinely designed. Okay? No amount of negativity can dim what was divinely designed. You were never meant to carry other people's shadows as their own, and the weight that you've been dragging was never yours to hold. Every attempt to distort your light only revealed how radiant you truly are. And it shows on all of your cards here. You guys got the Healer of Ages. Not only does that card discuss like ascended masters being with you and having access to divine wisdom, but also this true healing and transformation that you have undergone. It's an unbecoming. And I know I've talked about, like, I've used the word unbecoming a lot on my channel here, but it's the unbecoming of like these false identities, the wounds disguised as worth, it's roles that you never chose but you felt forced to play. It's the unbecoming of everything that was inauthentic to your innate divine design, okay? And now, piece by piece, you are reclaiming yourself. Your spirit is louder than other people's guilt or shame or omission. Okay, your becoming is proof that truth always finds its way. You guys got the migration card, and it says initiation, adventure, and freedom. This card discuss right behind it. You have faith too, so I love that. Okay, moving with faith, not fear. But this card really discuss learning how to play through these new frequencies, learning how to have more fun. And I feel like your readings have been inching into the Scorpio of like asking for you to like have more fun, like let your true self out. You've gone through the hibernation, you've gone through all the pain, you've already gone through everything. It's like, how can you have more fun? You also got new light codes are being activated within you, and nice opportunities are coming is right behind that, so we love to see that for you. That aligns with other things in your reading that we'll discuss in a second. But with new light codes are being activated within you, I came across first of all, I was awake until like 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday texting a friend of mine. I think she's a Scorpio moon, or no, I'm Scorpio moon. Hold on, what is she? She has Scorpio somewhere in her big three. Maybe she's a Scorpio rising. But anyways, and we were both up like all night just texting and talking with each other. And I woke up this morning and I was like, geez, why couldn't I couldn't fall asleep last night? And I came across a TikTok video talking about the Schumann resonance spikes. And I haven't checked on that stuff in like forever. So if you're having a hard time sleeping, or you're experiencing, any headaches, you are finding yourself needing to chug lots of water, spend good money. Get the good water, okay? Like go out and like get the good water. I'm really big on like our water that we drink in this house. We have these come in, like 24 packs. So anyways, drink lots of water here during this time, especially through these upgrades, through these light codes that are within our body. And I go like this because, I don't try to do any of like the new age crap on our channel. However, the Schumann resonance is literally the Earth's heartbeat, so that's not really crap, okay? That's just science. Anyways, Scorpios, you guys have a wish coming true when it comes to you've been struggling to fall asleep for the last few days. Yeah, it's been really strong and it's been spiking at night. So it says your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way that you've expected. No worries, it's just what you need. And then you also have wealth, okay? So there's like a wealth of wisdom, knowledge, obviously finances as well that's coming in. And you're being moved towards this real wealth and I almost said opportunity and prosperity though. So there's a big opportunity for your income to increase. there is a need for more rest. I feel like it's been like all work and no play with the Eight of Pentacles. And keep in mind, work doesn't just have to be you at this like 9 to 5 grind, right? It doesn't have to be the physical aspect. It's also the spiritual aspect. And that's what Spirit is really wanting me to discuss with you guys. Like, there's been a lot of emotional, spiritual work that you have been doing, that you have been integrating here, and they're asking you for more rest, or at least meditation, intentional grounding, something of that sort, and not in a way of hibernation, okay, but in a way of restoration, in a way of rejuvenation. Do things that rejuvenate you. Like, I know for me, a good beach day can be extremely rejuvenating. I freaking love being at the beach, or like going to the lake. My wife and I went kayaking the other day. We've got kayaks, and that was really fun. And funny, we were cracking up a lot because we brought bread for ducks and there was no ducks. And I was like, dude, I'm literally Ubering food to the ducks and there's no ducks. I've never been to a lake where there's no ducks. But anyways, so just like going out and doing stuff that's good for you. There could be something going on with your throat chakra right now. Make sure that you are anchoring into your truth. And the reason I say that is because my throat chakra has been distorted. I keep having to like clear my throat and stuff like that. Maybe you have a sore throat, okay? But let's go ahead and move forward here. Let's start pulling some cards live. Oh, I didn't talk about your love life. Okay, so you got I like you, and then you've got health. So health is going to be really significant to you guys this week. There may be a need to go to the doctor, check on your health. There could be some health issues that arise, like you getting a cold or sickness, okay? There could be health issues in a way of like, I'm seeing like needing to get some sort of routine blood work, or just like going in for like a yearly checkup, okay? Pap smear, anything of that sort here. Just make sure they're staying on it. For others of you guys, this is a different type of, it's more of like the nutritional health. I'm hearing like gut health, brain health. So you could be adding certain supplements into these to like your drinks or your foods. I'm hearing superfoods as well. So there's something here about like adding superfoods, drinking more tea. Somebody needs to drink more tea. We love tea, okay? The way that I go through tea is ridiculous. I have to buy a couple packs at a time. And I like to make my own teas as well, but that's not for everybody. So anyways, I like you also came out here. So there's something that is blooming. You could have fun like flirting with this person, okay? There could be some sort of romance blooming, or somebody wanting you to take you out on a date. Now if this is not romantic, this could be platonic as well. This could be like a friendship that is blooming, right? And it's like, oh, this person really likes you. You really enjoy this person here. You guys get along really well. There's compatibility in some type of way, okay? So it's that type of energy there for that. So let's go ahead and actually shuffle live now that we've gotten through that. Make sure you're paying attention to your health, though, Scorpios, and whatever formality it is. Intuitive eating, feeding your chakras, that type of stuff. Messages, please. Messages, please. I do a lot of intuitive eating. I kind of just go based on what my body's craving. I was craving cherries the other day, so maybe you guys need some cherries in your life. Those are so good. Also, cherries they give natural melatonin. I did not eat cherries last night though, so of course I'd be up till 5 a.m. All right, messages, please. We have the Wayfarer. Nice. Contemplation, search for truth, and inner guidance. And I feel like that's why the Healer, the Aegis card is showing up. Like, you have a lot of spiritual guidance around you, Scorpios, right now. And it's like, there's no need. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So this is showing up like the Hermit card, right? Where you're kind of going within and you're finding your truth, right? You're standing in your power. However, this is this energy here where it's like, how can I prove something? Be careful about going out of your way. The angels are saying, your guides are saying, Spirit is saying, be careful about going out of your way to like prove something. You don't have anything to prove. So there's something here about like data. I don't know, I'm getting data or facts, or like, yes, that stuff is good, but sometimes truth is just it's a frequency, right? And those that hear it are going to hear it. You don't need to prove yourself to anything or anyone. Again, exactly, your original download, like, your light is your truth, okay? It's like it's going to surpass all of these projections. It's going to surpass all of these lies, and any of the weight that others have been putting onto you for you to carry. You don't have to go out of your way for it. So that makes a lot of sense there with that energy here. Truth. All right. And whatever you're seeking, you already have the answers to. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. Like, you already have the answers. You know the truth within you. And it's just about kind of aligning to that and allowing that to be what it is without, you know, okay, it's kind of like that joking meme where you know, they're like, oh, spirit has sent me 20 signs, but I need one more. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need one more sign. You need to listen. You need to anchor into that, because otherwise you're abandoning yourself. And that's an old wound of yours, is like self-abandonment for others' pleasure, others' validation. So be mindful of ways that you still unconsciously self-abandon. You don't need another sign. You don't need more truth. You need to listen to what is already being said. Messages, please, for Scorpios. Messages, please, for nice. Okay. The thinking woman. Yeah. Okay. Butterflies can be significant. Ooh, you got yin and yang, too. We love a balanced bitch. And you've got the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. You have man holding a coin as well. Okay. So be careful about... Be careful about broke spirits. Be careful of broke spirits. Be careful of broke spirits. Physically, spiritually, all of the above. I feel like there's an attack on your heart chakra going on. Let's go ahead and get some clarity on this, okay? There's a lot of overthinking too. This is like the data, right? We are like, it's like this energy of... Maybe you analyze data or something like that for work, okay? And you need to take some time off work. You need to go on like a vacation, a trip. Moths can be significant, not just butterflies. There's something here about dandelions as well. Make a wish, a dandelion, make a wish and release it. Like, release it into the wind. Messages, please, for Scorpios. Thank you. Novice of Pentacles, beautiful. Okay. You've been stuck in this energy for a while, though. Yeah, Elder of Cups, and it's like, I feel like, or this could have been a recent past where it's like you were overthinking, you were, you know, she's looking down at this pentacle right here, like for facts, right? She's looking at something, and it could have come from somebody who's very emotionally manipulative with the King of Cups in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. This is the energy of somebody who is like emotionally manipulating or almost gaslighting personal experiences, which can lead to overthinking. I'm also, for whatever reason, I'm getting the energy of like, how am I being perceived right now? And the spirit's asking you to like release that. It doesn't matter how you are perceived. If you want to see a really cool video about how people perceive you using quantum physics, go to FlavoredVivid Instagram and click on my stories, okay? I posted on there. I shared a video from TikTok that I just was like, chef's kiss, this girl's a freaking genius. I love stuff like that. And she explained it way better than I will ever be able to articulate that. So just watch her and give her all the credit. It's not me, but there's something here about being perceived and recognizing that you don't inherently take on the beliefs of the way that others view you until you start believing what they're saying, okay? So, for example, she used... in the video, that part cut off though, because, you know, Instagram stories only allows like a certain amount of time. But in the video, the rest of the video on TikTok, she had described like she grew up on honors roll, so people would always project on her and be like, she's nerdy, she's nerdy. So she just like inherently was like, yeah, sure, I'm nerdy because I'm on the honor roll. She's like, I'm not nerdy. You know what I mean? And it's that type of energy where it's like we inherently start to take on the energies that are projected onto us. But again, your truth is going to be revealed through this. Okay, your truth is going to come out. Your light is going to outshine the projection. All right. Tell me about yin and yang, please. Master number 22. You can be seeing lots of twos right now. Ooh, 6 of Swords in the reverse. If there's in the Hangman, okay, that's very, very clear. If there's any distortion in your energetic field right now, Scorpios, or confusion, it feels kind of like confusion. I feel like there's this clinging to past energies. It's like you're stuck in a specific perspective of something here, okay? And you could be tied up due to other energies around you. Like in this card, they're like kind of tying the rope around her hands and they got her blindfolded. Okay, and then we have the Empress card here, Ten of Swords. This could have been a betrayal that had happened, that it's like you're having a hard time moving past or rewriting the narrative of. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you put a lot of energy and time into this into the situation, and that's why the betrayal hit so deeply. And so there's a reframing that needs to happen. Yeah, the Elemental of Swords. There's a reframing that needs to happen here. And like speaking of your truth, and that's it. Like you don't, your light is the proof. I don't know what that's really alluding to. I just feel like you don't owe fucking anyone that is dedicated to misunderstanding you an explanation of who you are, because no matter what, they're always going to look for reasons to not like you. The truth is that they don't like you. Your energy repels them because you inherently have something within your aura, within your light, that triggers them. It mirrors onto them. It reflects onto them. Spirit's showing me putting foil balls into water and then putting a light up to it. So you put like little tiny foil balls into a bottle of water, a clear bottle. Well, a green bottle might work, I don't know. But a clear bottle of water, and you put a flashlight up to it, and it's going to be this beaming light, okay? And that's what you do. Like you amplify energies within others, and these others don't have the capacity to hold such light, okay? They don't have the capacity to hold such light. The Star card, beautiful. But that is your destiny. And Scorpio, this is why Spirit's asking you to like let this go. You could have a North node in Aquarius, of course, or you could have Aquarius in your chart. Okay, you could have Pisces in your chart. You do not have to, but these are just two signs that are kind of coming up here. Or you could be dealing with an Aquarius or dealing with a Pisces. Maybe the betrayal came from those energies. All right. But tell me about the fourth chakra. Archangel Raphael is with you. Okay, we've got the Five of Cups in the reverse, and he's healing you. I love that. He's healing your heart chakra. He's helping you with that. He's helping you through this energy, through whatever betrayal you may have experienced. And I feel like this experience is nuanced. There is different layers to it, kind of like an onion. Like it's like you peeled one thing back and another part of the onion was revealed. And it felt like something that you were never fully gonna master. Elder of Swords. But little did you know that you inherently, as you were like pulling these layers back, you were finding your truth. Like you had to experience certain betrayals. Okay, listen, I'm gonna get really real. When you are divinely chosen, unfortunately, you're going to experience a lot more betrayal, a lot more misunderstanding, a lot of trials and tribulations. Because although these other individuals that are involved in these experiences may not consciously understand, you hold a certain level of light. How do I explain this? I'm not explaining this well. I feel like I just said this, but in a different way. You're going to be targeted more, essentially. It's kind of like walking around with... Yeah, exactly. Spirit showed me like a zombie apocalypse, but you're just a safe house. Like, of course your safe house is going to be attacked all the time. All the time. Because you have what everyone else needs to get to. And so you're going to experience different things. But these individuals around you, they walk around like zombies. You know, maybe they're not as awakened, they're not as conscious to it. And that's why Spirit showed me like zombies. And it can feel like an attack because it's scary, it's terrifying, right? Honestly, I took up archery just in case anything like that ever happens. So Good luck, because I'm going to be sitting up there just knocking your ass out. All right. I know. Also studied how to make, sharp points out of rocks and stuff like that, like they used to do. So good luck. I'm a weirdo though, obviously. All right, who cares? I don't need to explain that here. Cardinals can be significant. All right. Bird nests can be significant as well. Keep things close to your chest right now. Again, stop over explaining. I'm just going to keep saying that. All right. Man holding the coin in the reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. There's somebody here who is broke. Okay, they're spiritually broke. And I feel like this person knows how to pull on your heartstrings. This is man holding the coin in the reverse. Yeah, the Lovers card in the reverse, but they make bad decisions. This could be a Gemini. It doesn't have to be. You could have Gemini in your chart, but this person, they communicate about you loudly, I just heard. They communicate about you loudly, they make really bad decisions, okay? They make bad financial choices. Yeah, the Hierophant in the reverse, they could owe a lot of money, like they could be in a lot of debt, like physically. So if anybody comes to you to borrow money or anything like that, it's a no. Period. Nine of Cups. This person looks for a lot of self-gratification, or they could party. They could have a drinking or a drug problem. So be mindful of that. They might weaponize using like a child or children. Okay. They might be, like, oh, I'm looking over, as you can see, she's sitting there and she's looking over all of her bills, right? So they could be trying to like budget or something like that. And just going over it and be like, I don't have enough money for this. I don't have enough money for that. Don't let them pull on your heartstrings. This is part of like some sort of restructuring or like a catalyzing moment for them. Judgment. This is part of a restructuring and a very catalyzing moment. They are under judgment, okay? And they are being judged. I know that's kind of brutal. Maybe I should block it out. But I mean, they've got people like hanging in the background, right? So they're under scrutiny. Meanwhile, this is like a double picture here. So you've got like the people under scrutiny, and you've got this, like angel of death here that's like, this is going to end, And then you've got you and a friend possibly sitting around on a couch talking about the situation or something. Like there's safety, there's comfort around you. So be mindful. Yeah, don't let this person kind of like pull at you. Be careful about those that are asking to borrow money, or maybe sleep on your couch, since there's a couch in this picture or something like that. And I'm not saying to not help people. I genuinely believe in helping people. But this seems like a test, the Tower card, yeah. And it's going to be kind of a shock. Like this person's going to come in out of nowhere. Nine of Wands with a really good story that they have curated. The Sun card in the reverse, but the story is not the truth. The truth is, that they're very reckless in their spending, so be mindful of that, or of why somebody is suddenly coming back around towards you for help. Yeah, exactly, because they're strategizing here. Sixth chakra, you could be getting this like download about this man holding a heart. Yeah, and I'm telling you, they're gonna come in pulling on your heartstrings, but they're spiritually broke. They could be physically broke as well too, but it's like there's just something here that's just not aligned. Let's go to move forward here to finances and career. Messages please for Scorpio. Messages please for Scorpio. Thank you. Success and taking steps. We love to see that. Harmony, very beautiful. Your name could be a harmony. And then we have looking. Okay. Ooh, we got relationships as your overall theme for finances, Scorpio. Messages, please, for finances. Thank you. Not giving credit where it's due. Nice. All right. That's the title of your reading, though. Well, not exactly, but... There's people around you that are trying to be oppressive. It could be a volatile boss, okay, or an oppressive boss, right? But In a more general sense, it's just individuals around you that are using underhanded tactics to not give you credit where you deserve. It's like, oh, Scorpio is only successful because of this. Scorpio is only successful because of that. Scorpio is only successful because they have a big butt. Scorpio is only successful because they bat their eyelashes at the right person. Scorpio is only successful because of this. It's like they have to justify your success to deflect from their own shortcomings. All right, Nine of Pentacles, and your success is self-made, baby. Your success is self-made. You're not out here getting help from other people, okay? Two of Wands, you created a plan and you stuck to it. I feel like you came from poverty, or this could be you now, where it's like you're in poverty and you're moving into the success. You could be running your own business, opening your own business. The Nine of Pentacles is an entrepreneur, so you could be like an influencer or something like that, and people are like, oh, people only like you because you're pretty, because you're handsome, because you have a 24 pack. Okay, it's like they always consistently have to justify what you have. I saw a TikTok video earlier, and it was of this girl, and she's like, TikTok's trying to convince me that me and everybody else are the same, but they have 20-foot ceilings in their house and I don't. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? I've literally been homeless. I've literally had 20-foot ceilings at one point in time. Like, I've had everything. My new house doesn't have 20-foot ceilings, And I freaking love this house. Like, I paid rent at 2 different fucking places for the last 2 months. So, it's just like bizarre to me that people operate and think that way. And so I love you, Kitty. Have a good night. It could be people like that, where it's like they're just kind of judging you based on like where you're at rather than where you've come from. Or it could be this energy here where it's like they're judging you for where you're at now, okay, and claiming like you'll never get to where you want to be. Tell me about harmony here. It's important to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. So for a lot of you guys, running your own company, being the boss of a company as well, there's something here about a lot of power as well. So with like volatile boss coming out and oppressive boss, be careful, Scorpio, you do border like in the shadow fit sides of this, of like, dominating or like power struggles, okay? Whether you are exerting these power struggles or another. We've got the Three of Wands. So definitely you could work from home. You could have like a work at home job. Be careful about your boss like reaching out here. For others of you guys, I definitely see you making the right choices and decisions. There's some sort of like judgment, or like, what, I am going to work for myself. I am going to do this. Some of you guys could decide to write a book or become an author as well. Again, with the books in the background here. Okay, or it's like if you are having these power struggles, it's like condemning others and kind of jumping the gun without actually knowing them. Exactly. That's why I just shared that thing there. I don't just go sharing and running my mouth. Okay, I don't believe in coincidences like that. There's a reason behind everything that happens, and me sharing that story of like the 20-foot ceiling thing, like I just think it's so bizarre to judge somebody based on that and think that you would have no commonalities with that individual. It's like you're basing them. And so this is the energy as well, where it's like, Scorpio, you could be the one doing that. You could be the one judging somebody else. And Spirit is calling you out on that, where it's like, how is that oppressive to other people's truth, right? You don't like when people oppress your truth. Or this could be happening vice versa, where somebody's doing this to you and you're like, that's really oppressive. You don't know a single fucking thing about me. You know what I mean? And so be mindful of those like power struggles and dynamics. It is retrograde season. Messages, please, for looking. Some of you guys are going to be looking for like better work while you currently look for a job, okay? Or it's like you're looking for a new opportunity. You're trying to build something while you're currently working at another job. Be quiet about that. Don't tell other like coworkers. Don't tell your boss. Keep that stuff to yourself. Yeah, the Initiative of Swords. Do your research as well. Ten of Cups. Okay, but there's something about like working with your ancestors and legacy as well, being happy. It's like creating that happy home, that happy environment, the High Priestess, but be on the hush hush about it, okay? Keep it to yourself right now. I wouldn't tell a lot of people what you've got going on or what you are working towards. Tell me about relationships. So it says business partners, office love affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted right now. Make choices with extreme care. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So this could be like new beginnings, new partnerships. Make sure that you're making choices. Like this could be about like deciding to live with family, letting a cousin come live with you or something like that, right? Be mindful about that. Be mindful about your spending. Yep, Seven of Swords. Because there's something here in the future that you may not see. Be careful about spending or combining finances. You know, with others, maybe you and somebody have just moved in together, be mindful about that. Okay, roommate situations, anything. Seven of Wands, exactly. Protect yourself, exactly. Protect yourself here, Ace of Wands, and protect your opportunities, okay? Protect yourself and protect your opportunities. There might be some good news coming in and it's like you want to share it with people, but Spirit is asking you to keep it to yourself because there is a lot of underhanded energies that are around you at this point in time. And it's not that you need to, you know, move with like paranoia. I'm definitely not saying that, but it is an energy of moving with wisdom, right? Of recognizing I'm going to protect my peace and the success that I know is mine. Nobody needs to know what's going on, you know, that type of energy here. Yeah, and then also bringing in some work-life balance. It says strive for balance in your career and personal life, set boundaries, prioritize self-care, and ensure that you have time for relaxation and family. All right, go out and have some fun. I keep getting that. I got that at the beginning of your reading as I'm shuffling out and getting that as well. And then here's your enemies. The Mask card is in the reverse, okay? And it's like where people may try to steal things from you, wisdom, ideas. I shared a post about like the origin. It's like people are not going to want to give you credit for things that you originated from. Like they hear something from you, they learn something from you, and they don't want to give you credit. Like it's like that TikTok video where the girl is talking about the quantum physics behind the way that people perceive others. And I posted on the story. I didn't like go and like remake the video and share it as if that wisdom was my own. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. It's like somebody going and pretending like your wisdom, your work is their own. They have a hard time giving you credit for that. And I shared a whole download about that. You can look it up in my videos. I believe it is in a short. But it's something about like you are the origin, so you can click on that if you're interested. Messages please for love life from a Scorpionic collective. Messages please for the Scorpionic collective. What do they need to know this week? Okay. Well, first of all, your overall energy is no. Okay. You got somebody who's trying to crawl their way back in, baby. We got Chiron retrograde, we got Mercury retrograde, we got Saturn retrograde. It's a fucking no. This is the test season. Do you want what you truly want? Ew, I hate having hair ties around my wrist. Do you want what you truly want? Okay, your guardian angel is going to give you all the clear signs. They are around you, they're watching over you, but you've got somebody who is trying to come back in towards you. Tell me about this. Yeah, girl with a snake. Okay, so this is an empath narcissist paradigm. Spirit is expecting you to have very strong boundaries, okay, instead of like enabling or being charmed or used by this person, these people. So keep in mind that matters of the heart is not just romantic, it can also be platonic as well, at least for me, okay, in my channel. Stabbed in the back. Yeah, it's a fucking no. Spirit's like, listen, baby, no, we're not doing this again. They're not coming back because they love you differently. You know, this person's not coming back in their life because they regret hurting you as their best friend. You know, they're coming back around with motive, okay? Yeah, and I feel like you're gonna move on from this. You're gonna close out this issue, or this is what you're meant to do. You're meant to be like, no, I said what I said. I'm sticking to my guns, okay? Hand of cards, like you're not willing to take this risk. You know that there's something better out there for you, and there absolutely is, all right? And this is what I'm kind of getting here. I feel like, you know, this person's not showing their true colors. Tell me about no. Yeah. And coffin. Yeah, ending spring. It's just saying like about the new beginning, liberation. Exactly. Glasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing outside of themselves. And then cassette card is right behind it. So it's like same bullshit, different fucking day. Yes, these people are watching you. Yes, they're being calculated in the way that they move and try to come back here. Tell me about they'll be back. The elemental of swords and the two of swords, and they're hoping that you are stupid and that they can manipulate again, that they can betray you again. They're hoping that you don't see through their facade, the truth. The magician in the reverse. They're hoping that they can manipulate you again. Tell me about guardian angel for Scorpios. Thank you. The Tower card. Okay, so they're warning you about this upcoming experience that you're going to have with this person. This could be a Scorpio that's coming in, like another Scorpio, or it could be an Aries, okay, that's coming in here. And this could happen during your season, Scorpios. We already passed Aries season, so yeah, during your season. Okay, elemental of pentacles here. This could be a friend as well. I already said that. Doesn't matter if it's romantic or not. Somebody could like send a message suddenly. Tell me about this ending though. And no. Thank you. The Sun card. You already know. You already know. You are the light. Yeah, 2 wands in the reverse. You know this person's planning on coming towards you, and you know that you're meant to reject it. So you could feel this. Yeah, novice of swords. You know that they've been watching you or something of that sort, okay? The strength card in the reverse and the lover's card in the reverse. 6 of wands in the reverse. I feel like this person's only coming towards you here because with the 6 of wands in the reverse, like they're feeling lonely. You know, they're not very successful right now. You know, life was better with you, basically, or when they had you in their life. So it's like they want to come back around and continue to be able to siphon off of your light, off of your energy, which I just don't think is fair to anybody, you know? You got cherry juice from Oxo last night. I miss Oxo so much. Sacred Chimes. I miss Mexico so much. Like, ugh, my wife and I need to go back. We really do. For others of you guys though, I do feel like if there's gonna be like a friend that asks you out, this doesn't have to be romantic. Again, this could be platonic, like a friend, and I feel like it's a good idea to like go out with your friend. You know, keep your heart open here, healing that, communicating, talking, like hanging out. Maybe you're invited to like an event or something like that. I think that stuff is gonna be good for you. This is a good friend though. This is not somebody that you've like cut out of your life already. So be open to going out, to having fun, maybe to somebody who wants to wine and dine you if this is romantic. It doesn't feel romantic, but just throwing that out there because this is a general read for a collective, you know? Alright, messages please for Scorpio to close out this reading. Thank you, Spirit, for being here with us. Thank you for the love, the clear guidance, and the protection. Messages please. Fertile energy, start that project, okay? If there's something that you've been wanting to work on, now's the time to get down into it. We also have you've made the right decisions. We are pulling strings in your favor, and then another one flipped out. This is an important person in your life. Okay, this could be like that friend or whatever that's trying to take you out. We also have finances and home life are stable, stay blessed. Very beautiful, Scorpios. We love to see that, especially when Saturn's retrograde. You know? Oh, goodness. And be gentle on yourself and practice self-love affirmations. Bottom of the deck is hone in on your craft and mastery. So continue mastering yourself. And know that you are manifesting rapidly, so think positively. Center of the deck and overall energy is you give so selflessly. It is your turn to receive. Scorpio, these are messages that I've got for you, my loves. Don't forget to like this reading, share it with a friend if you think that they benefit from it. I do appreciate the love, the support. It does help the algorithm, which helps me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.